Hello, GammaXTrading. In this video, I want to go over how I create a video using CapCut and a couple of other resources that I make my videos with. And specifically, we're going to use AI Video Maker within CapCut and a couple of other free tools that I'm going to show you around with. So we'll come back to CapCut in just a second. And how I do this is I'll start out by using either ChatGPT, I use GROK in this particular example, and it's a very simple prompt. It's just going over what's the most trending videos on trading setups in TikTok futures market. I'm mainly looking for TikTok videos because that's just what I like to see the views go off of. I think we've got good success with how some of their edgier videos are, and it crosses over into YouTube and to Facebook Reels, all the other stuff. It really works very well. So this just gives you the top, I think like 5 people that are trending, and you can look at some of their themes. I actually picked the first person here because I really liked some of the themes that his videos have. So I'm like, all right, let's go look at this. So we look at this particular person here, and this is his channel. And he did pretty good, honestly. I think this is him. Okay, this is his videos here. So he's got quite a number of views, I mean, 192,000 views in some of his videos. He's doing pretty good. So he's a little bit edgier, but that's also what really grabs some of the market. I'm going to work on another video called Dr. Pickle that you're going to love, that is how to make an animated character in some of your videos. And he does phenomenally well, 500,000 views plus. So that's what you want. Find something that's edgy. I actually picked this here right here, and I actually went over this one. So what you'll do is in here, you can either ask it to list the videos if you want to, or just simply explore around and see what videos you like, what speaks out to you. This went over 3 particular chart patterns, so that worked for me. So what you'll do is you'll copy this link here into this tool. Don't worry, I'll tell you exactly how to get to it because it's this right here. And what you'll do is you'll paste the link in and then send it. I do not have timestamps, and it gives you the entire script of the entire video. So pretty cool. So you copy this back into your AI again. And what I like to do is I like to tell it to just remix the video a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll give it the video link, and then I'll paste in the transcript, and then I'll say, hey, can you remix this script, keeping the 3 candlestick patterns. I liked that content, but keep everyone's attention, keep a little bit professional. I did say that let's not put any of the curse words out there because some of the TikTok videos got about a lot of curse words. I don't think you need that to be able to keep a cool, edgy video, and you're about to see that in just a second. So what you'll do now is paste all of that. It's going to generate a pretty decent script, I think. So this is a script that it regenerated, so it completely made it our own. We actually did change one of the candlestick patterns here, and you just go over it and see if you like it, don't like it, make a few changes onto it, and this is where you want to do that at. This is its ending credit right here, but I like to have my own. So what I like to do is, again, with this, you could say, can you create the 3 top setups, or this could be the main issues with trading, or what can you overcome, whatever kind of a good topic you can come up with. It's going to give you the top resources. So whatever you want to go after, this is what I like to do. I've done a couple of videos recently on like a 5-minute orb with fair value gap. I did the AMD with accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I did a couple of videos, and they've done pretty good. So I kind of like this, edge of the market. Again, you can go after what are the main issues people have to overcome in trading and just pick it. Generally, how you want to set up your video is you want to create your main statement, what you're trying to accomplish, the meat of the video. This is going to go after, these are the 3 setups that we're actually talking about in this particular video example, but it could be, some of the main issues you can have with, you're trying to overcome in trading. This is where the meat of, here's your issues and here's where you want to get over it. And then we want to flip it into our product, the GammaXTrading products, which is going over AutoXbot, GeneratorX, and then the trade copy that's coming out shortly. So what you'll do is I just kind of created a really simple, decent little edgy script. And again, I had ChatGPT or GROK make this sound pretty cool and edgy. And then we always do a closing. So this closing is going to change a little bit. It's going to kind of come after this right here. This is their closing statement. I added a little bit to it right here, and then made a little bit. And then I always have my closing thing: trade smart, not hard, see you in the green. That is something that I always end every one of my videos with. So you always want to find that closing thing that's yours, make it your own. And this is what I ended up going with. So it ends every video kind of the same way. You always want to have that last sentence that's yours. That's every video ends with this particular statement here. So when you wrap it all up, this is what it looks like here. And it's in 2 segments. Now, I'll tell you why in just a second, because this is the core part of the video. We can speed this up. We can edit this down a little bit if we have to. But this opening and the core of the video, that has to stay the way it is. And of course, you want to make it your own. A couple of tricks that I will tell you is any of the thing that's got like, with GammaX in it, make sure you put a space before the X, because if not, when you do the AI voiceover, it won't come across very well. So just make sure that everything is properly spaced. It looks very clear. And what you'll do is you'll copy this whole first part of it, and you're going to go into a product called 11 Labs. This is the second part that I have because I just did the first part. You'll go to text to speech. You'll paste the first part in here. Pick the voice that you want to use. I used Brian. That's my guy. And you could really remix him any way you want to. So find a voice that you like, and then kind of play around with this, and this will really make it your own. You could play around with this, and your Brian's going to be completely different than my Brian. So it's really neat to be able to play around with. All you got to do is hit generate speech. When it's done, it'll download it. The really important thing is this timer here. You really want to make sure that you keep your video under 3 minutes for a reel or a TikTok video or Facebook. So, and that'll be your tall format, okay? So very important to make sure that you have that information there, okay? You're going to do your first part, you're going to do your second part, and then you're going to store it in your own folder. So I create a folder for every video, and this is my first part of the audio. This is the second part of my audio that you're going to import into CapCut here shortly. And then we went over, this is the GammaXTrading closing period here. This is my like, comment, and subscribe part of it here. And then this is my see you in the green part of it here. And these are just all the different 3 candlestick patterns that I'm going to include in the video. We'll go over that in just a second. So from there, you did your first part, you did your second part in 11 Labs, you downloaded everything. So now we're going to go back into CapCut. We're going to go to AI Video Maker. We're going to create a new project. All right. So then we're going to go back and grab the whole script this time. So now we're going to grab the whole script. And you could either have it create this own script here. And this is also where you're going to be able to keep your timing on it. So this is going to be a total of a 3-minute video. That's fine, because we could always just get it to like, 2 minutes for 58 seconds. That's fine. Or you enter your own. I like entering my own. Some of the scenes with media, this is where you're going to be able to do your aspect ratios or whatnot. So we're going to enter our own script. So this is ours. And it breaks it down into a couple parts for you, and I'll explain that why in just a second. So now you're going to go into your media, generate your AI. This is where you choose your aspect. If you're going to do a longer format, anything over 3 minutes, a wide format, that would be here, and this is going to be your tall format. You could choose to make this either cartoon, movie. I just use realism. You can do photographic, fluffy 3D, whatever you like to do. There's a cyberpunk. You can make it look really cool and make it any kind of style you want to. So make this your own. Make the script and the videos your own. What it'll do is it's going to generate some good images for you, is all this is going to do. So now that you have your aspect ratio chosen, what type you want to, you're going to apply to all scenes, and it's going to generate. So generate the medium. Okay, so now that we have everything separated in CapCut, and all this does is it just separates this into a few parts. And for this, for example, this looks like crap. You can describe this a little bit better and then try to regenerate it again and see if it comes up with something a little bit better. You could choose from stock media while it's taking its time doing whatever it's doing here. And you could actually type in things like, you type in stock charts or anything that you really want to go after. And if you like this better, you could always replace it if you don't like what it made for you. So for example, you can say, go through some of this stuff here. It doesn't give you a whole lot of choices, but you can replace with this if you like to. Or you can go, in my case here, I've created a quick video with 3 of them already in there. And you can upload it here. And all this does is separate your video to your scenes, but I'm going to show you a much easier way to do it. This is just a way that you could use different stock media, different regenerative AI media by just changing the description. So what we'll do now is we're going to edit more. Okay, one of the first things that you want to do is drag your mouse across all these and delete them. Because all those individual texts were literally just the text being reiterated for your voiceover here, for your actual background subtitles. And we don't want that. So here's where we can start importing some of our stuff. These are the 3 resources that it gave us here. And it's uploading them now. So we're going to also import some of our own stuff. And again, what all I did is I went to these 2 tools here and either found an image online and used that and said, hey, animate this for me. Same thing in GROK. When you're able to do Imagine, same thing. So what we'll do in CapCut is we're going to go ahead and import all of our images that we're going to use for our video. And we may not use all of them, and that's fine. We just want to have them on our project file anyhow. So this is part 1 of the voice. Wait, I don't want everything.
Listen up, trader.
All right, here's part 1. And here's part 2. And what we want to do is we want to stack these next to each other because that's going to tell us how we did on our length. Remember, we wanted to keep it under 3 minutes, and we did that. And what you want to start doing is going in the video and just playing it.
Straight into camo switches as a rookie is like charging a freight train head-on with 0 prep. Total wipeout. But here's the edge you've been waiting for.
So you see how it said something about, looking at a freight train coming head on. So that might be a good idea. So we'll go ahead and download this because we might use it. And that's all I really do is I'll jump back and forth. And if I like something, then I'll use it because I actually did like the idea about looking at a freight train head on. So this is like a perfect example of this. So I'll make this a video. And this should be ready to download now. Okay, so now we have that. So now what we can do is go into CapCut and we'll just go to the downloads file and we'll go ahead and grab those 2 and we'll import them. So we'll go back to where it was talking about the freight train.
Switches as a rookie is like charging a freight train head.
All right, so right where that key point is, we'll go in that there, and we'll add this. We'll mute everything on this line. See how it mutes? Because some of the things you go download will have some voiceover in the bottom of it, and you'll see it right here. You can just mute this whole line because we want to play this line here. Just going back and forth, and we're finding stuff that we like. And with the images, you're able to stretch them out as far as you want to as he's talking and getting into the next topic. Okay. So now we're kind of wrapping it up now, and we're going into our intro now.
Listen up, trader. Diving.
All right. And that's the video, guys. I'm probably going to push that one over just a little bit. We're right under our 3-minute window where we want to be at, 2:44, so I'm happy with that. Now, a couple of quick little tricks that I'm going to show you as well, too, is to pick a good cover, which is going to probably be about here. So when you want to choose your cover, put this pointer wherever you're at, choose cover. It's going to automatically go right there to it. And if you want to choose a different cover, you can certainly do that as well too. So this is like the 3 main setups that I was talking about as well too, which is about right here. So you can use this as your cover if you wanted to. You just got to click edit. If you like what it says, if you don't want to add any text to it, which you can certainly add text to it as well too. I don't put any spaces on my export here. This is your naming of it. Then you just simply click the export button. Here is where you choose where you want it to go at. So for this one, this is the CapCut video example. We'll do a new folder called and that's where that'll export to. Click export.
Listen up,
you are done.
Diving straight into camo switches as a rookie is like
click
charging
on
a freight train
open the
head-on
folder.
with 0 prep. Total wipeout. But
And that's your video. That's what we just made in CapCut. And of course, you could adjust these as you like. You can start adding text to some of these as well too. You can come right over to text and add in a text box to the top of it. You could also do things like if you wanted to add in another video layer. Let's say we had something we didn't quite get a chance to add, but we really liked it and we really wanted to see it. We can add it as an overlay. Shrink it and move it. Then when you play it,
waiting for. I'm handing you the starter pack that'll get you spotting gold on those charts today. No fluff, no filler.
So you're going to learn a lot of cool stuff. The next few videos are going to be pretty darn cool. I'm going to show you some really cool tricks to CapCut. But this gets you going on how to make a video, how to edit the timeline, how to make it sound good, how to make it look good, and get yourself posted to TikTok. That's it. This is an incredibly long video, guys. Thanks for hanging out there with me so long. I really do appreciate it. And we'll get into a little bit more detail, some more fun tricks, but this is how you make an entire video from start to finish in CapCut using the AI Video Maker and a couple cool tools that I'm going to show you, and I'll have all the links in the description in the video below. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening.
Expect a drop. These show up everywhere. And on higher time frames, they're your green light for big moves. Number 2, the doji.
All right. So now we'll find our doji setup.
This bad boy's pure market hesitation. Open and close dead even, like the bulls and bears are in a standoff.
All right. So let's go and go over that. Let's see what it likes to come up with. like that. So we're going to go and save that one. And we'll import it.
Neutral ground, but loaded with tension. When it hits after a strong run, brace yourself. Volatility's about to explode. Direction? Watch the next candle. It'll tip the hand. Number 3, the Marubozu.
All right.
No wicks, just raw power. A fat green body's all bulls charging forward. Momentum's locked in. Price is blasting higher. Red one? Bears in full control. Downside's the play. Time frame matters here. Daily or higher. And it's a screaming confirmation to ride the trend hard. So, how do you start? You start by exploring platforms that put